this question. Let's move to healthcare. Are there any parts of the recently passed healthcare bill that you agree with and really want to see implemented?
Well, first of all, I say repeal it, because it's unconstitutional. That's number one. It's unconstitutional. The government does not have any right to mandate health care or force us to buy health care. It's nowhere in the Constitution. They have 30 enumerated powers, and that's not one of them. And there's nothing in that plan that I think is of a benefit to our citizens. I think it's an individual issue. What we do need is tort reform. How about that? How about we start with tort reform? How about we stop monkeying around with the insurance companies and let us go across state lines and buy where we want? How about that? I mean, that would solve a lot of the problems. And we do need a modicum of insurance company oversight, but very little. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this is a simple thing. Let the free market drive the product, and you'll get a good product at a low price.
Schodorf? Are you sabotaging her? I will come over there.
I know. We'll leave it on. I agree with what Jim said, but I also want to try to answer the question. And 25% of you, I believe, have pre-existing conditions. I do. And if you change jobs, you may lose your insurance. So I like that part, that we won't lose our insurance if we change jobs because I have a pre-existing condition. And there's another thing that will keep a very healthy group, a healthy pool of people in the pool, and that is our young people who have graduated from college, who usually go off up to 26, who go off their parents' insurance, because they may have a job, but it may not have insurance. So that is a healthy group of people who will stay in the pool, who can be on their parents' insurance, be healthy, and yet help keep the insurance, the pool, better in terms of not as many sick people in the insurance pool. So those are two things that I really like, and it's hard to see. So
and you're done.
I'm sorry.
Sit down. Turn the mic off. I'm just having fun with you, you know. All right. Mr. Pompeo?
Well, the question is there anything good in the bill? And I don't think anyone in this room or any of us up here knows exactly what all's in there. I'm not convinced the folks who voted on it did either, and that was a travesty. It was pushed through and away, it was radically undemocratic, and it rejected the will of the people. And so what I can say with certainty is this. I've been in the healthcare world. We have employees with health insurance plans, and they get more expensive by the year. But the problem wasn't too little government intervention. The problem was too much. We didn't have a free market system before. We needed to go further that way. It's competition that always drives improvement in quality. It drives improvement in cost. And there are lots of ways to do it. Insurers should compete, product manufacturers compete, pharmaceutical companies should compete, physicians should compete. When they demonstrate quality, consumers will make really great decisions about how much healthcare, what kind of healthcare, when and how they'd like to receive it. And I know this too, it relates back to the previous question. There is no bill that will destroy more jobs in the 4th District of Kansas than a healthcare law.
To answer the question directly, we should repeal the Obama-Pelosi healthcare plan immediately. It is a job killer. It is going to limit your access to quality healthcare. Let's take a look at Canada for a close example. Go up to Canada and stand in line for 6 weeks for a hangnail, and I'm not exaggerating. A broken arm can be 6 months. They have terrible, terrible health care, and this is exactly where Obama has taken us. It is going to cost us millions and millions of jobs nationally. It will cost us tens of thousands of jobs in the 4th District. What we need to do is get strong for once with tort reform. Don't talk about it, do it. We need to have portability. What would be wrong with an employee owning their health insurance policy, just like your vacation or some other part, your 401k, and you take your insurance with you. It's part of your life. It goes with you from job to job to job. Let's have accessibility. Let's make it possible for people to choose. Free enterprise has taken this country a long way. It has made this country what this country is today. The free enterprise system will weed out the weak and provide for the strong.